Hi, I'm Mark Emily on behalf of Expert Village. In this segment, we're going to talk about the equipment you're going to need to brew. First, we're going to start with the most basic equipment that you need that should be around in your house already. You're going to need a large pot. Up to 5 gallons is good, but bigger than 2 gallons is definitely recommended. The larger the pot you're going to get, the lower your chances of having a boil over. Next, you're going to need some sort of a spoon, okay, to stir up your mash. You can do plastic, you can do wood, but if you're going to do wood, just make sure you don't leave it in the brew. You can also do metal, obviously. And finally, you should have some sort of measuring cup for doing some different measuring. Now we're going to talk about the equipment that you're going to need to purchase from your brewing supply store. First, you're going to need a fermenter. This is the most basic one that you can get, which is a 7-gallon bucket with a lid that fits nice and tightly. Now on that lid, there's going to be a hole that's drilled in it. You're going to need a stopper, a rubber stopper that'll fit in that hole, and an airlock for going in that stopper. You're also going to need a bottling bucket, which is roughly the same thing except it has a spigot at the bottom. You're going to need to get roughly 60 bottles that are 12-ounce bottles or 40 16-ounce bottles to bottle your beer in. You're going to need to focus, they need to be pop-off tops, not screw-off tops. You're also going to need to purchase some bottle caps and a bottle capper. You're also going to need to pick up a muslin sack, or several of these depending on how many hop additions you're going to have and the grains that you're going to use. You're going to need some sort of a sterilizer and sanitizer, and we'll talk more about this later. Along with your bottling bucket, you're going to need a bottle filler. This can also be used to take samples from your beer. You're going to need a notebook to write down your recipes and different measurements that you take during the process. You're going to need a racking cane as well as about 6 feet of hose as well to do your siphoning operations. A most basic package can run about $50. If you're willing to spend a little more, they may be up to $100. And next we're going to talk about some of the different equipment that you can spend a little more money on.